Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the very first skincare Saturday, bitch. And yes, I have no makeup on, I have no nothing on, I just washed everything because today we are going to chit chat and do skincare. Mostly because I want to talk to you guys about like what my skincare philosophy is. Let's get into it. So we are gonna mask today. I want to talk to you guys about my skin. I have already alluded to the fact that I do have dry, sensitive skin. I do also have reactive skin, so like I can touch it, my skin will just turn red. And I know that like you're seeing, sorry I'm looking in the viewfinder, but I know you guys are like seeing this like redness here. This I also just picked. Don't do it, but I did it. But yeah, like I blew my nose and now my whole like nose is red. But this is kind of like what my skin looks like without makeup on, without like skincare on. This is just a washed face. I have been like consistently doing skincare since I was like 21 and I'm now 29. So it's been like a hot minute. Like I said, we're gonna do mask first, but all parts of my face is not the same. As I move my face around, like it's real tight. It's real dry up in here. Cat hair. The only place on my whole body that isn't dry is like my nose. Usually it gets really oily. Usually makeup even separates on my nose, but like literally just right here. Just right here. Everywhere else, dry as fuck. So, I think we're going to start with a little sleeping mask. This is from Glow Recipe. I just got this. You're supposed to like put it on and sleep with it on. I tried that and it's not creamy enough for me. I know, crazy. But I think as like just a really thick mask, I think it should be nice. This is my first time trying it. I did get Sephora gift cards, like a few of them for Christmas. So I bought some things, bitch. I will show you a Sephora haul later, but we're gonna try this. So it is avocado, so it's supposed to be super hydrating, super nourishing. And then it has a little bit of retinol, so it's supposed to help like overall skin complexion. So we're gonna take quite a bit and we're going to put it on every area that is not my nose. And yes, it's supposed to be thick because it is just a mask. That looks gross. But it feels okay. Honestly, it is burning like right here. Oh, you can already see just a little bit reactive. But that's just my life. And it's just for hydration. And now we're going to do the mask on my nose. So for my nose mask, I got this like last April or May, I think. But it's this thing. This thing that was so popular, but I had never opened it until this morning because again, I have fucking dry skin. But I got into the hype and then I wanted to try it and then my skin just said, fuck no. It's not going to be like a lot. Like we're just gonna take a little bit and then we're gonna add a little bit of water. Some people are using this with apple cider vinegar.
Like, are you fucking insane? Do not do that. Do not do that.
Now this is gonna be pretty runny, like it's pretty runny, but because I don't need it like super thick. Oh, it smells literally like clay that you would make like in your oven. I don't do masks very often. It's not something that I feel is necessary because I do such in-depth skincare like on the regular that masks is just like not something I need, you know? We have the masks on. Okay, now that we are here, this is kind of what the masks look like. We have a few minutes while the masks just sit there, and this is kind of when I want to talk to you guys about like my skincare philosophy. The first thing I want to say is a disclaimer. I am not a dermatologist, I am not an esthetician, I don't work in skincare, and I don't work in cosmetics. I do work in the medical field. I am a trained paramedic, but what my actual job is, I'm a medical technician in the Canadian military. So a medic in the military, if you will. I debated not kind of bringing that up because I'm active service, but it's hard to talk to you guys, tell you guys stories if you don't even know like what my job is or like who I am. I'm a medic in the military, I'm in the medical field, but it literally has nothing specific to do with skincare or dermatology at all. So I'm not coming at this as a medical professional, I'm not coming at this as any kind of medical advice. That's not at all what this is. I'm just a passionate person who loves skincare and who wants to pass on my experience and my knowledge, buying things, trying things, recommending things, and I'm happy to do the research. I love just watching YouTube videos, reading articles, so that's kind of where I'm coming at this from. I have an understanding of like obviously how the skin works, what it's there for. My expertise is mostly like trauma management, getting the patient from me to someone who can better help them. But I do understand medical jargon. I understand sort of how the chemistry works, more from my own research than really like what school taught me. But I really have nothing better to do. So I research skincare because it's something that I really like. Anyway, that's my disclaimer. So I want to say that first, I am a consumer. I buy skincare because I want it to do something for me. Second, I'm a skincare junkie, meaning I have specific goals in mind with specific ingredients that I like and specific formulations that I like. So I buy skincare that I have researched and that I think actually will benefit my skin. And third, I just want clear skin and I want to have a good time doing it. I also have a bunch of ethics that I want to stand by because I want to make better decisions, or at least with my money, force companies to make better decisions. So if you don't buy Aveeno or Neutrogena, Clean and Clear, companies that test on animals, that allow third-party people to test on animals, then you are telling that company that we don't want that. Do better. So really what I'm saying is I'm an educated consumer that just has an addiction, and I just want to spread that knowledge to you. When I'm buying new products or thinking about buying new products, there's a couple of things that I have to make sure of first. Number one, like I've already said, is the brand cruelty-free? I don't believe really that there is any need to test on animals. Our labs and our chemistry and just the tests that we can do now in controlled settings are so far advanced that we don't need to do it anymore. I understand that retinol, niacinamide, all this stuff that I really love has been tested on animals in the past. That's why they're approved now. But now when a product is coming out new or a company makes something new, why does it need to be tested on animals? We already know how it works. We have the capabilities of testing in a lab, and I think that we just don't need that animal testing anymore. So I will not spend my money on animal tested products. That includes companies that sell in mainland China, because mainland China requires skincare products to be tested on animals. I do know though that they are changing the law in China. I really hope that it does, because then actual companies that don't test on animals like in Canada or the United States, they now don't have to allow China to test on animals, which is really good. But until that happens, until the companies prove that they're not doing that anymore, I still won't buy their stuff. Number two, is the brand kind? Is it reliable? Does the brand have good morals? Are they in any kind of drama? Do they care about their customers? To sum it up, are the brands an asshole? It is kind of confusing, but I do like looking up, going on the brand's websites, reading like what they're doing for the world, what kind of reputation that they have, reading reviews. Reviews, man, that is where I find out all of the tea. Like for Drunk Elephant, for example, which is a skincare brand, a very fancy, bougie skincare brand. So the brand thinks that every one of their skincare products would work for any kind of skin, which just doesn't make sense to me. Every person is different. Every climate is different. Stressors are different. Like, there's too many factors to put in there to say that, oh, like this product is gonna work for every single person. Like,
who are you?
So what they did when people be like, actually no, like that product really like burned my skin, or that gave me acne, or whatever, they had this customer service team that would just like come in and be like, you're a liar, you must have been using it wrong. Like, bitch, please! Bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? So if a brand has a reputation like that, they don't get my money. You don't get my money if you're an asshole. Number three, are the ingredients and the products sustainable? For example, palm oil. Palm oil is absolutely atrocious for the environment. You have to get it from trees, obviously, and it's in so many things. It is a huge contributor to deforestation of rainforests. Therefore, it has been destroying the habitats of orangutans, who are an endangered species. Plus, there are thousands of oils that are so much better than that. That is such a cheap, old world kind of oil to use. Like, you do not need to use that kind of oil anymore. It's just unnecessary, and you're hurting the world for no reason. So no thank you. We can do better. Number four, does the brand do something nice for the world? That could be the packaging, that could be donations and charitable things, that could be how they source and get their ingredients, or are they inclusive in breaking down barriers to skincare, barriers to beauty? For example, sunscreen, especially mineral sunscreen. Mineral sunscreens usually come with this white cast, so if you're pale in complexion, you can usually use or try, at least kind of pull off mineral sunscreen. Darker complexions can't do that. I like to support brands that try to break down that barrier so that they can include more people. See what I'm saying? If the brand is focused on making a difference in any kind of area, I want to support that. I think that this has been sitting quite long enough. My nose is dry. I'm gonna go wash it off and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the skin after the 2 masks. It feels better. Like, it feels hydrated, but you can still see how a little bit reactive still, but that's just my life. So we're gonna keep talking as I continue on with my skincare routine. And again, this is my daytime skincare routine. Honestly, normally I wouldn't do masks in the daytime. One, ain't got no time for that. But two, it's more of a nighttime thing in general anyway. But I just needed to kind of spread out my daytime skincare routine so that I could talk to you more. And in the daytime, I really like using vitamin C. But honestly, I have been having a hard time finding a vitamin C that I really like. Speaking of Drunk Elephant, they have a vitamin C with ferulic acid in it. That one was really nice. It was like $98. And it was from Drunk Elephant. So 2 reasons why I do not want to buy it. But I haven't really found a cheaper version of that I like. So I'll kind of show you what I've been trying out. It's still very new. I think I've only been using it for like a month. You have to love skincare to want to do this because it's annoying. So this is The Ordinary's L-Ascorbic acid in a powder form. It's 100%. This is the most strong form of vitamin C. I know that like Lab Muffin Beauty Science, she really didn't like it, but like this container, I can't remember the price, I'll put it right here, but it was so cheap and there's so much of it that I just really want to make it work for me, you know? And then I combine it with resveratrol 3% and ferulic acid. So I am the worst explainer ever. Hi, I'm editing Miranda. I didn't tell you what vitamin C was. So let's do that. Vitamin C is an antioxidant, which means it can help protect you from environmental factors like the sun. It also helps improve hyperpigmentation and just the overall radiance of your skin. There is some evidence to say that vitamin C works better when you use SPF with it. That's why I do it in the morning. The reason that I mix vitamin C with resveratrol is because resveratrol, it helps protect the skin from like environmental factors like pollution. And it's in with the ferulic acid. And the reason why I like ferulic acid is because it is an antioxidant that helps boost the effectiveness of other antioxidants like vitamin C. So when I mix them together, they just help each other work better. So ferulic acid will help vitamin C make your skin look brighter and resurface it, helps protect it from environmental factors. And they can help with anti-aging, or at least they've been shown to. No real scientific studies have been done about the anti-aging part, but about the hyperpigmentation and protecting the skin. That's what the antioxidants do. So that's why I like them. It is nice. You do have to get used to it. Like, I don't use a lot. So it looks like this. I only use like that much. Like, it's not a lot at all. So it just is like a little powder like that. And then I take ferulic acid and just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You just mix it together. See, and this is why you have to just love skincare to do this, because this, like, I do this in the morning when I have literally like 6 minutes to do my skincare routine. Just put it in my hands like this, and you just rub it on your face. So anyway, now after I have found a brand that kind of meets those things that I'm looking for in brands, I now have to look at their individual products. Now you don't have to let like stuff like sink in too much, but I'm gonna keep talking, so like I'll probably let it sit on for longer than it needs to. The first thing I consider is fragrance. There is a big debate between like skincare influencers and dermatologists and estheticians and stuff, because fragrance can give you kind of a good experience. Like, it smells like a spa, or ooh, this smells like oranges or roses or whatever. And so you can enjoy your skincare because you enjoy like the fragrance of it. I understand that. And there is some things that I like that have fragrance in them, like body skincare, shampoo, conditioner. I like when that stuff has a smell. But I find like for my face, because I have sensitive and reactive skin, that I don't like fragrance. I don't need it. I think it's unnecessary. If you use the same product that has fragrance for years and years and years, you can develop over time a sensitivity to fragrance, which is like not something that I need to add to myself. You know, like, I'm already sensitive. I don't need to add a fragrance sensitivity. Sometimes though, fragrant components, so like not essential oils, but like extracts, they are fragrant, but they are not used for fragrance. They can help products like penetrate deeper into the skin just because of what they are. And yeah, they just smell nice, and that's just like a bonus. I understand that, I get that. It's formulated without adding sensitivity. But what I don't like is like when you just add an essential oil or a fragrance just for the hell of it. I think it's unnecessary. Why are you doing that? You don't need to. At least not for me. I enjoy just doing the skincare. I don't need you to add fragrance. I don't. If you're looking for fragrance to add to the experience of skincare, light a freaking candle. Don't add it to my face. I don't need it. I don't want it. But ingredients like perfume, fragrance, linoleuls, limonene, things like that, you don't need them. Take them out. I don't want them. Another thing that I look for is that the active that I'm buying the product for, I want it to be high up on the ingredient list. Does it need to be the top ingredient? No, because like different formulations have it in different levels and it works differently, which is all fine for me. There is a law that you can't have over 1% of phenoxyethanol. So if you see that on your ingredient list, you know that anything below that has less than 1%. So I want to make sure that what I'm buying that product for has that ingredient higher up on the list where I need it to be. So this is from Neod. It's called Survival Zero. I actually have been really loving this. I haven't tried it too much, like it's still relatively new, but what it does, it kind of like helps filter out and protect your skin from pollution, from the climate, that sort of thing. Looks like this brown stuff. It's actually really nice to use. They have a survival line. The Survival Zero doesn't have any SPF in it. They cost a lot more, and I already have like a sunscreen that I really like. Look how red my skin gets just from me touching it. Like, it's not burning, there's no pain, it's just red, you know? So yeah, I've been really liking that. I like that it protects me. Another thing that I look for in the individual products is the price. Good skincare shouldn't cost you a shit ton of money. It just shouldn't. It's hard to justify spending like $90 on a serum when I can probably find it cheaper than that. Is there some products I would spend that kind of money on? Yes. Do I expect something like from The Ordinary that cost me like $7 to do the same thing with a serum that cost me $25? No. For instance, like The Ordinary's niacinamide 10% zinc 1%. That's one of my favorite products. It works really nice for my skin. I did have to kind of adjust how much I was using because if you use too much, it does pill up and ball up under stuff, which I don't like. But I find that it really works for me. So the fact that I have to pay $10 for like 60 mils of product, like that is perfect for me. I just am willing to try things that are cheaper to see if I like it. That's why I'm using like this instead of like trying to get a formulated CE ferulic serum with vitamin C. Like I just don't want to spend $90 on a serum. I don't. So I have been trying and experimenting with other things. Because I did get a bunch of gift cards for Sephora, I've been trying things that are a little bit more expensive that I normally wouldn't try. Like I normally wouldn't spend my own money and try it. For instance, like this cream. Biossance Omega Repair Cream. This shit is so expensive. I think it's like 75 American. Guys! Anyway, I think this is like 75 Canadian dollars. I would never have bought this without a gift card because why would I do that? I can find other ceramide creams so much cheaper, but I just really wanted to try it and I didn't have to spend my own money. Anyway, that's what we're gonna put on. I do put a lot of this on. They do not add fragrance, and if you ever smelt this cream, you would know that they didn't add fragrance because it doesn't smell luxurious or awesome or anything. But I do use a lot of it because if I don't, my skin literally freaks out. I'll insert a couple pictures. So I have to use real thick ass creams on my face, on my neck, because she just gets so angry all the time if she's not taken care of. So anyway, that's my story. So with all my layers, like my skin looks pretty dewy with this cream. I really do like that part of it. I don't like the price point. Will I be buying this again? Only if I'm given a gift card. The other thing I look at when I'm buying individual products is reviews. That is the biggest thing that I spend my time doing. That's kind of like for anything though. Like if I am recommended something, I'll be like, let me like look that up. And I will like go on 100 different websites. Of course, check the brand website, but I don't trust anything that any brand says. I don't. I go and watch like 20 YouTube reviews of that one single product. And then if the consensus is that it worked well, then I will find someone that has my type of skin and I'll see what they thought of the product. And then I will decide that yes, I'm gonna buy this product. Because I love it. I love learning and hearing what other people have to say. I will always check with a dermatologist or esthetician, like one of them on YouTube, like Cassandra Bankson. I don't know if you guys follow her. She is a medical esthetician and she gives a bunch of brand and product reviews that I really like value. She does not have my skin type at all. She is like oily and acne prone, but I will like go Cassandra Bankson, the Inky List or something like that. And I will see what she has to say about it because she's an esthetician and I value her opinion as a professional. But then I will also go and watch like James Welsh, who is not a professional. He is not like an esthetician, a dermatologist or whatever. He's just an influencer and a guy that has tried a bunch of skincare. So I value his opinion. And anyway, that's how I buy products. I ensure that the brand is a good brand. Are they nice to their customers? Are they cruelty free? If they check all those boxes, I look at the individual products. Is there fragrance added? Because I don't want that in my life. Am I buying the active that I am buying? Or am I buying a bunch of filler ingredients with an active that is at a really low percentage that won't do what they claim it does? Is it way too much money? Because I'm not about that. I'm gonna watch about 100 reviews about one single product because I can't decide things for myself. And that's how I do it. And of course, to finish off a skincare routine, you have to add sunscreen because it's daytime. So you're going to add a lot of sunscreen. This is a chemical sunscreen. I was really big into the mineral sunscreens for a while. I was noticing that mineral sunscreens really dried out my skin and left it like a white cast because like I am Caucasian, obviously, but I'm not like super fair. So like the flashback I would get from them, wild. And then I found one from the First Aid Beauty that I really liked, but as the winter got harsher and harsher, it would just dry my skin out really bad, so I couldn't use it. So then I did a bunch of research and I found out that the claims that mineral sunscreen is better for the ocean isn't 100% backed up by scientific papers. They're noticing that zinc oxide, which is one of the most favorite sunscreen ingredients, can actually be harmful for coral reefs as well. That there isn't really much of a difference between how zinc oxide interacts with coral reefs and chemical sunscreens. Again, that was kind of like one study, so it is still new. Would I wear mineral sunscreen if I was like going into the ocean? I probably would, just I don't want to risk it, but I'm in the middle of Canada. There's prairies. I'm not going near any kind of natural water, so I'm gonna use a chemical sunscreen because it's better for my skin. Plus, this particular sunscreen, it works like a primer. Like it fills in your pores, like it looks really nice. I really like it. Please ignore whatever reaction is happening there, but like it looks pretty good. Anyway, always wear sunscreen. Make sure that you're putting it on the back of your ears, like on your neck, on the back of your neck if you're gonna wear your hair up, even in the winter, because windows don't block UVA rays. UVA is for aging. Those rays go deep into your skin. They cause discoloration in the melanin. They cause fine lines and wrinkles. And then UVB rays, which windows do block out, is what causes sunburns. So those UVA rays are gonna get in if you have a window open. So wear your sunscreen, but you do have to find a sunscreen that works best for you. The last thing that I kind of want to say is that I try really hard to finish every product that I buy, unless it like actually reacts badly with my skin or I use it for a few months and I notice that it's doing nothing for me. That's when I will not finish it. I do try and give those products away, but most of my friends are in the military and most of them don't give a shit about skincare and beauty. It's weird and random that I am so obsessed with this. Don't get mad at me. You know that it's true. None of you cared about skincare. None of you cared about makeup. I have made you guys obsess and care about those things. But I'm proud of you guys for doing your skincare routines that I made you. I love you so much. But anyway, I think it's a good rule of thumb that if you're going to buy products, you should finish them because you don't want to add to that waste that's already everywhere, and recycle the products that you can. So anyway, just try and decrease your garbage if you can. If you guys are buying skincare products, I want you to be a better consumer. Think about things that you're buying. Know that your money has power, and the money that you give to things makes that company make more of those things. So if you don't like that animals are getting tested on, don't buy products that companies test on animals. Do your research. That's all I'm saying. But that's why I'll make some videos like this so you can learn more about the skincare that you're buying. But thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being here on a Saturday. And wear your sunscreen. Do one of you guys want to be in a video? Hickey, come here. So guys, thank you so much for being with me on a Saturday. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you like this kind of video because it might not happen every Saturday. It really depends on my schedule, but I'm really gonna try to put out more skincare content. Also, like, subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, follow me on my socials at Miranda Honey. Fuck, was this my first fucking video? So guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!